sympathy has no place among the human race in this transition. When we live in love and harmony and show respect with unity, only love can set us free to fight injustice wherever it be. Just said the hungry must be fed, but man can't live by only bread. We have the future in our hands. Let's take the trot to the promised land. Jamaica, Ethiopia, America, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, from the middle of the graveyard to the center of the sea. Our ancestors, are you and me, we are the great ones. From the beginning of time, we have the heart, the soul, the body, and the mind. Calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling. United we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some never know themselves until them back against the wall. Jamaica, Haiti, Nyankopong a call, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, praises to the great ones of our nation. Yeah. Oh yes, I say, united we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some will never know themselves until they're back against the wall. Nigeria and Nigeria, the Asians wanna call. Calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Accompong. Aya. Hoya. Living demons calling. Accompong, calling. Calling the global warrior, calling ancient warriors, calling Asia is calling, ancestral powers calling, China is calling, na, yeah. We've got to find a way to unite. Gotta seize all the fight, but you know it's not right. Living demon is calling. Oh yes, it's calling. Oh, they're calling. Oh, I said they calling.
For joining us tonight, Grand Rising. Let me know if you're hearing me. I think we only have Danny inside the classroom tonight. Are you hearing me, Danny?
Yeah, I'm here.
Loud and clear. Danny, all is well? How the season treat you? Yeah.
Yeah, but she quiet. I went and see my mother. It was her birthday.
What you mean, Danny? Again,
Yeah, she just turned 8. She just turned 88.
look for the matriarch. Just right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
She had
Uh,
about five. She had about 5 generations around her.
that's
Great
good.
grandchildren in the sons.
How old is she?
88.
Wow, marvelous, marvelous. Yo, the party sweet. She has passed the 3 score and 10. So you know, today I with we, and we're glad for that. We have to cherish
Yeah, man.
those. Yes. Uh, I see you put something in the chat. You are getting some response as far as sisters and brothers coming on board. Have you reached out with Lana? You've touched base with her?
Yeah, man. She sent me one whole heap of information, and I've been busy downloading forms and trying to fill them up. I'm doing the deed poll at the moment.
I
But
tell
how
you.
it print out, because I need to get some color ink.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I need to get some color ink and print it out properly. It didn't come out correct on the printer.
Okay, okay.
But I'll
Well,
and plus I have to print out a copy for the witness as well.
okay,
So I want to get that done early this week. And
okay.
also physically going to Western Union and do that thing there.
All is well, man. We have I Chief Gary and Brother Jackson here with us. So good to see our brothers and
Grand
my brother.
Rising.
Yeah. Brother Jackson, well,
Grand Rising, brother.
it
Grand Rising.
I feel a sense of accomplishment each time I talk because our brother Danny over across the pond. He has gotten the baits to catch the fish. Sister Lana has provided the baits for lowering those fishes in the pond. I think brother Danny is feeling good right now. And that's what we want to know. It is a stage grand rising, my brother Akim Kareem. It's a process. And as long as we don't give up on the process, we know so we're chisel out. We have some good things for this week coming up. Uh, we have our immigration consultant coming in for those who are here and you want to get your corporate estate up. We are going
Yes.
to dive into that. So any anywhere your estate lies, we have a claim over it. That is the thing. All right. So I also had a lengthy conversation with brother Page, and he is him itching to come over because I tell him say we have brothers and sisters over here. We have some consulting question for ask him. Him say, yo man, today he give me a piece of gem where we are edging closer and closer to putting in these grants. Remember that we have 900 people door estate door to knock on, and it's even one or two or few of them. We'll have to tell our Chief Gary why we can't access our own estate. So we have also my brother James, because brothers and sisters are coming on. I love how this is growing at first. You have to plant a seed, and not because we plant a seed guarantee that we're going to get any growth. But if you keep chopping away the wisdom, throw water upon it, a bit of fertilizer, it will grow. And I am happy that people are calling in now to say, yo, why I Chief Gary, give me some consultant about why you give me the rest of the thing and yes. So we are working on all corners to liberate our people. Grand Rising, Brother Taylor, thank you so much for dropping. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to I Chief Gary. Before I do that, I see you inbox me 1 and 2 material. I Chief, you want me to have them ready at your disposal?
Yes, I priest. Yes, I
I,
priest. Appreciate that. Yes.
I will. Sister Crystal, she's here. here.
Sister.
Rising, Sister Crystal.
Greetings. Grand Rising, everybody. Sorry, I'm late.
Grand Rising.
Crystal look more native and native every time I see her. Yeah. Look like a real Asian native woman where them have a put up both Indian round here. Our woman, them are the real native. You see what I tell you? Yeah. But I see Gary. I'll turn it over to you, my brother. Grand Rising. God bless.
Yes, greetings and grand rising family, grand rising, grand rising, grand evening and grand rising. Yes, family, as you know, we're in the next chapter in regards to replenishing foods and recovery foods. And something I always incurred with patients and clients is that, okay, what can I eat? What are the foods for me to eat to not only help me to recover, replenish my system, but also that is going to give me that maximum benefit while giving me what I'm used to, which is feeling, we like to feel full when we eat, as well as the flavor and nutritional benefits. So this is one of the big challenges that I find that most people run into. And I'm here to break that myth and dispel all of that and help you along the way. Last week, I gave out we went through some videos, and these are what I call foundational videos. And these videos I do is I have you watch them, make that original recipe, and then try to make 2 or 3 variations of that. These are very important things along the way, because this is something that you're going to expand on. So what started out as one thing, over a period of time when you practice it, you should be able to make at least 10, 20, 50 variations of that, of each and everything that we make. So that way it becomes second nature. And also too, the great thing is for many of us, we have families, that the children can also enjoy and indulge in these foods too. So you won't necessarily have to go outside and make something else. The children can also eat this too, as you're laying that foundation to have good nutritional practices. And built into these foods and recipes are the nutrition that we need. And as I mentioned before, our central nervous system is the number one part of our body that the enemy attacks. I'm going to repeat that again. The number one part of our bodies that the enemy attacks is our central nervous system. The government spends over $50 billion a year to target our people's central nervous system. Why do they do that? Because if you control a people's mind, you control the people. Simple as that. They get you through the religion and the spiritual aspect, and then now we get into the food. Let's get those food. Let's put those foods on the shelf to attack the central nervous system. From the toothpaste to the aluminum pots and pans to the broth that they put, like the Maggi, those bouillons, things like that, the oils, all those things target our central nervous system and destroys our pineal gland. Your pineal gland is like the it's like the central headquarters of the spirit. That's where our creativity comes from. As you know, we are very, very creative people. But if you destroy the core of what their creativity comes from, you ultimately destroy the people. So we are going to focus on today breakfast foods. And again, in the everything is alkaline. Important to remember that. So breakfast. Now, what I recommend when you have your breakfast, you want to have, I would say, at least 3 or 4 different things that you can go to. And of course, the number one thing to go to as it pertains to breakfast is a shake. To make an actually good alkaline tasting shake. Shake is quick, easy, goes to the bloodstream very, very quickly. The next thing I recommend too, family, is that you should be eating foods that are filled with a high level of antioxidants. Some fruits, because your fruits are going to get your sugars from. That's where we want to get most of our sugars from, is from the fruits. So that type of fruit, that type of sugar is natural and it breaks down slowly. So what I recommend is, I like to do in the mornings, have my breakfast, is to have a little bit of fruit on the side. And depending too on the seasons, you know, like right now here in Panama, we're in watermelon and we just roll into mango season. Interestingly enough, the mango season has come early. As you can know, family, the planet has changed very early. We're about 2 months early from mango season here. So there's definitely a polar shift. But before I go any further, did anybody make any of the recipes that we went over last week? Let's start with
No, I
shake.
didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to. Too busy.
Anybody else?
Apologize, Chief. I missed Monday class, so I should have looked over the class and see what was inside.
I don't have a blender right now. I forget a blender.
Chief, you look like you have to go work with you go have a whipping up.
What?
Still purchasing some of the ingredients. But what I'd like to ask is, especially with the shake, don't you have to be careful with what you pair things with, because it would inhibit the absorption of another when you're doing shakes?
It depends, and also too the timing, like the time of day. Like for example, as I explained, that's not a shake I would recommend that you drink at night, because your metabolism is slowing down. That's just something that you drink like early in the day, because you're going to be more active when you're burning that. Yes, there are some things to blend with. However, as I'm saying, is that the foundation of that shake is an excellent foundation. You can just add one thing to it. Like, for example, let's say we were to put some blueberries in there. So we've gone another level. And not only add some color to it, but you also raise the level of antioxidants that's in it. As you can put some cinnamon in there too, which also bumps up the flavor and the nutrient content. So it's a lot of things built into that one move that you make. But the foundational reason is to create a situation to where you're going to be able to make these things, and it's going to be second nature. So that way you have a foundation, and you know how to make this shake in many different versions. So it becomes something that's a part of your life without you even thinking about it. Just you could just jump out of bed. You know what? I've got only 45 minutes to get ready. Okay, I'm gonna make this shake. Okay, get my sea salt, get my bananas, get my water, get my canela, get my clove, and my cacao powder. Bam, 1, 2, 3, and I'm good. So it's important to have these foundational things going forward. So that way you won't have to guess, and you will always stay in the loop of eating alkaline foods, but more importantly, foods that is going to build your body and replenish your body on a cellular level.
Hi, Chief. Excuse me. There's two things that I forgot about that. Two things that was an issue for me to get, but the store said they might have it next week. The clove and the cacao.
Okay. Which store did you go to?
There's a store on Utica Avenue that I've been going to for a while now.
Okay.
Whole food stores, any spice store, they're in some little bottles. The clove buds, by the seasoning section, almost all supermarkets have it.
Yes. So like Whole Foods will have those things. Usually it's stock all the time. So it's just, I don't know, in proximity where you live, how far the distance is or how close it is. But these are foundational things that's important, like I said, going forward, because the shake too, especially, is going to be really, really crucial, because that's actually one of the most convenient breakfast foods to have, because it's so quick, it's so easy, and it's something you can just take, on the go.
Easy.
As well as it's easy to transport. So I want you to have at least 3 or 4 of those shakes, different versions, that under your belt, so that way it just becomes second nature. Okay, so we got to work on that. So what we will do then is that we will extend the time so you can get all the ingredients, so that you can make this. This is a very important practice. This is a crucial one. It's a crucial one. People, like I said, when it comes to food, people like to have convenience. They like to feel full. They live for flavor. And you want to have the nutritional benefits. So you can have all of that in one shot. Okay? So next week, we got to have this. We got to make at least 3 versions of the same shake. Start with the foundational one, and then, like I said, you can add 1 ingredient, you can add 2 ingredients, you can add 3 ingredients. When I say 1 ingredient or 2, what do I mean? Well, I could put blueberry. That can be an additional. So that's an upgrade. Okay, maybe the next time I make it, perhaps I can put mixed berries. That's another upgrade. Perhaps the next one I can put in cacao powder. That's another upgrade. Perhaps I can put cacao and some sea moss. That's another upgrade, just to give you examples. Or even, let's say if you get jackfruit. For those of you looking for jackfruit, usually you can get it from the Asian market. Generally all year round, just to let you know. So, but the shake is something that we have to master and perfect and make different versions of it. Okay.
Okay.
Check. Okay. Next, there are certain fruits. There are fruits I recommend, certain type fruits you have with breakfast. And like I said, it has a very high antioxidant profile. And you can have a singular fruit, or you can have a mixture. I would prefer and recommend first a mixture. And a mixture, an example would be like mixed berries. Mixed berries are excellent, especially too, we're talking the mixed berries via blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, or blackberry, different combination of it. It's good antioxidant. And just to explain what antioxidant means, basically, it's like the reversal of cell erosion. And to paint a clearer picture, it would be like removing rust from your car. Instead of the car rusting, we de-rust it. So restore. Restoration of the cells. Oxidization of the cells is eating away at the cells. Antioxidant is the opposite of that. Restoring the cells, regeneration of the cells. So your berries are very excellent antioxidant. And also too, again, what we talked about, the most targeted part of our bodies, our people, is our brain, especially that. So we want to eat foods that does restorative work to our brains. The mixed berries is an excellent combination to do that. So it's many things mixed within that. Now, other options are like, for example, like I said, we have mangoes. Mangoes are in season now, so I rotated. I eat some mangoes. You can make a salad, as well as you can eat things like watermelon. Watermelon is a very, very high antioxidant content because, you know, it's what, 90-something% water, and it's one of those foods, as a quote unquote, one of nature's perfect foods that you can survive on it because it has all those trace minerals in it. And of course, we're always talking about fruits with seeds. So you can make a mixture. Grapes, again, grapes with seeds is another good option. Peaches are also very good, as well as dates, figs, prunes, plums. So you wanna rotate your fruits. So if you're buying fruits, you know, try to buy maybe 3 to 5 different types of fruits, and in those fruits get a bag of mixed berries as well. So you want to have that as part of your breakfast on the side. So you have your fruits. So your fruits is also going to represent sugar, natural sugars, and fiber. You need that fiber. And the fruits are water soluble. Okay. And like I said, when the seasons, like I think now in the States, I don't know, we're rolling into, but you know, when mango season come, you know, try to eat more mangoes in maybe singular or sometimes in a mixture. I love when the seasons comes because I get to eat a lot more watermelon because we're in that season now, and now we're coming into mango, start to eat more mangoes, but I also make sure I get my mixed berries and things like that to make sure that my antioxidants are like that. Also too, it's very important that we eat lots of sea moss. Sea moss, write this down, everybody. Sea moss should be a permanent part of our nutritional rotation.
I chief, when I like the taste, I tell you straight. So when me do it, I make my wife mixing on my food. Cause I like taste it straight. I mixing on my food, but putting on my juice. That's how I take care of the sea moss. That's why I can get up and go run in time the weather get warm. I'm not four-born with me already.
Yeah. Yes. The sea moss, and like I said, as time goes on, we're gonna go over a lot of sea moss recipes because there is 1,001 different ways to, I don't want to use the word disguise because we don't want to hide it, but to include it into food so that way we can get a nutritional benefit and you don't necessarily have to taste that oceany flavor. Myself, I eat sea moss about 3 to 4 times a day. 3 tablespoon servings. Usually in the gel form. For me, that's one of my favorite, like Jello. I use it as part like a pancake instead of pancake sauce or syrup. I use that on my pancakes, but I use different infusions. So that's one of the most convenient way. Not only is it convenient, but if you have children too, like I said, they're gonna love it because you can just spoon it out, bam, and just eat it right there on the spot. Very, very easy. So it's all a matter of the different infusions that you put it with, because it's gonna take that flavor. So you won't have that sea flavor. Hang on for 1 second. I'm gonna show you one example. I have a little bit of a tamarind infusion that I eat. Stay right there. Stay tuned.
I give my son a spoonful of the sea moss with the sour stop. That's the question I was going to ask. How much can I give him? Because he wants to drink more than just a spoonful of the gel.
Hold on. I think Gary is coming back in the case.
I have it right here. Same thing.
I put in my coconut oil jar, recycle. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So it's important to get a visual. So you see, everybody can see this. Okay. See that?
That's tamarind.
That's tamarind. That's tamarind.
Oh.
See that?
I've never tamarind before.
Alkaline. That's a lot of alkaline, people.
Yes.
Go straight on your bone, right on your bone.
Just like that. Tastes amazing. 3 tablespoons. That's 1,500 milligrams of magnesium.
Yep.
I have a question. When it comes to my offspring, right? My son eat, but he want to consume more than a spoonful per day because the sea moss I have, it's mixed with sour sop. So I have the sour sop and sea moss mix.
Yes, you can give him more. That's fine.
Okay.
You can't overdose on it, because that's a good thing about Mother Nature, right? If you take so-called too much, Mother Nature, your body will take what it needs and it will expel the rest. The sea moss is great because it will expel. It's a mild diuretic, and the sea moss is major brain food. I love the tamarind because I love tamarind, and tamarind is a very high content of copper and zinc. So for men, that's getting your swag back mineral. But the sea moss in itself is also getting your swag back food. But I'll tell you something interesting too about the sea moss. For people who are trying to lose weight too, it's excellent because, like I said, it's a good it's an excellent mild diuretic, one, and it actually kind of controls your appetite. Like when I eat others, I don't eat as much. Like I would normally eat 3 to 4 times a day, but when I eat this, sometimes I only feel like eating 3 times a day. Why? Not that it controls your appetite in a bad way. It's just that it has so much nutrients in it that it gives you sustained energy and sustained life. This is, you see, for the elders who are calcium deficient and they have brittle bones, this is what they need. But this is one of the most convenient forms to get it in. Now, keep in mind, don't get caught up in, okay, I like tamarind infusion, but I rotate it. Now that it's mango season, I make mango extract. So how do I do that? Use cut up a whole heap of mango, juice them out, and then put some I put some lime juice in it. And to sweeten it, I use some honey and then just drop the sea moss in it, and the taste is like off the chain. So Use many different extract. You can also use the mixed berries too. Turn it into a juice. Strain off the seeds though. Strain the seeds. You don't want the seeds in there. You'll be chewing. It's not as much fun. But trust me, your whole family should be living on this. Let me tell you how powerful this food is one more time. You see, they heard about the Irish famine, right? Everybody heard about the Irish famine? Okay. There was a famine that took place in Ireland. This is where the term Irish moss come from. The Irish pot, Irish moss. There was a famine at the time in Ireland. Nothing was growing on the land. So guess what? The people went out into the sea and they harvested this, and this saved the nation. This very same food here saved the nation of Ireland from being wiped out. That's how powerful it is. You can survive on sea moss alone, and it has a shelf life of thousands of years. So this is one of nature's great food for nursing moms to produce more milk. This is the next best thing to breast milk. So every household, especially our people, this should be an integral part of it. At least 3 servings per day, tablespoons of this. This is a game changer. And you know what's great about this too? It's inexpensive when you think about the amount of nutrients that you get from 3 tablespoons versus if you're to eat like other types of food, the amount of minerals that you get. So this is a critical part and a very convenient way to get in precious and important 92 trace minerals. Copper is one of the main things because the copper is for the brain. High numbers in copper, and zinc too for the reproductive system. So one of the foods should be having in your rotation. So you can have some part of your breakfast, and then around lunchtime, and then sometime in the afternoon. As we do these nutritional seminars, I'm going to always drill down on this just to remind you, it takes a lot of stress off the body by putting this into your body. Very important, okay? So we must have some antioxidants, some fruits with our breakfast, I recommend, for the sake of fiber and for the sake of it's going to give us that, it's kind of like a full feeling, but it gives us that fiber, good, excellent nutrition. Okay? Check?
Check.
Okay. Okay. Now the next thing is, all right. So, okay, we have the sea moss, we have the shake. Okay, what are some other things that we can eat for breakfast? Because we want to have variety, some different things, okay? And some of us are coming off of, the sausage, the bacon. So we're going to have some substitute to transition you, to give you that same full feeling, give you that flavor, and to give you the nutrition. So, Priest, if you roll that video. Somebody has a question before we go to the video?
A question in regards to mushroom, the lion mane mushroom. I mix it with my smoothie in the mornings. Since you said that the sea moss had all that already, do I really need to add it?
No, you don't, but it's just going to give you more. I do it. Like I said, I use cacao every day. Cacao is in my nutritional rotation as well as mushroom. I eat mushroom in 2 or 3 different forms daily as part of my nutritional rotation because mushroom is brain food.
Yeah. I was forgetting stuff. So I decided to start adding it because I had so much on the brain. So it started building new neurons inside the brain. So that's the reason for taking it.
Yes, that is correct. That is very good. And we said lion's mane, one of the best, one of the best. Lion's mane. Mushroom is the most electrical of all the single plants. It's the most electrical. You want to build back somebody's body and system, put some mushroom, give them some mushroom soup. Put some mushroom.
That's the reason why the government banned it.
Come and repeat that again.
That's the reason why the government banned people from like doing the psychedelic part of the mushroom and the 19.
That is correct, because you see that the psilocybin mushroom brings down the veil and it makes you see the real world. And the late Steve Jobs, he had a policy. He said, if you want to work in my company and if you haven't done mushroom, better, more likely don't come to interview. I said, why would he say that? Why would he want to do that? Because he knows the people who have taken that journey has a different leaning in their thinking and a different, they're visionaries and they see things differently and they're on the same page. And he's absolutely right. A lot of these guys have done the mushroom, the psilocybin mushroom, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good thing. That's a part of our ancestors' spiritual practices.
I've done it.
Oh yeah, so have I. I'm a big practitioner of it and a big proponent of it. It is very important for us to tap in.
Never got the chance.
Yes. Okay, then, I Priest, can you roll this first video, I Priest? This is one of the other breakfast food family recommend. All right. Now, it could not get any simpler and faster than that.
So Chief, I made the part with the TEF.
The TEF, yes, yes.
Surprisingly, my wife loves how it tastes too as well. Because she don't normally mess with my stuff, but she says she loves how this one tastes.
Yes. And if she loves it in that form that you make it, because remember, I want you to stretch your imagination on each one of these dishes that you make. Stretch your imagination stretch it out 3 times over. So that means, right, that recipe that you start with, try to add something else to it, and then another to it. And I'm going to give you a little secret, a hack to bring up flavors. You want to have this down to bring up your flavors. Sea salt, cloves, cinnamon, as well as you can use a little nutmeg, although nutmeg is actually not alkaline. I just want to let you guys know nutmeg is not alkaline. The Dutch built an empire off of nutmeg. Did you guys know that?
Yep.
Food history is one of the things that I have to study. If you are a truly master herbalist, you must know the history of food. Nutmeg at one time was so valuable that if you were caught stealing one, you would get the death penalty. It was worth more than gold. That's how valuable it was. Just one enough. I didn't say 100. I said one. One, it was off with your head, and the justice was instant. So you can use those things to bring up the flavor in food. I use sea salt a lot in my shake and cloves. It sounds weird, like, man, but trust me, it changes the flavor. It brings up, it brings down. You can use some vanilla extract too. Also write this down, vanilla extract.
That's how comes the tough parts taste so good, because all of that stuff is in the porridge.
Right. You can put a little coconut oil in there too.
No, straight coconut milk we use.
Coconut milk. Yep, there you go.
See?
Straight coconut.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, in our culture, cornmeal porridge is dominant in our culture, but that's not actually our food.
No.
Because corn is a hybrid. Corn is one of those foods of war, of which as carbonic acid. It was made off of a substance called a teosinte, comes from Peru. But that's a story for another day. So
yeah, but that one is the multicolored corn that most people can't find.
Right, exactly. So we are replacing the cornmeal porridge with our amaranth porridge, with our teff grain porridge. That's going to replace the oatmeal as well. You see? You can grind up the teff grain. You can grind it up in the blender into a powder, and you can make it like a porridge. So turn it to teff grain flour, and you use that. You cook it the same way you cook the cornmeal, and you're still alkaline. And teff has a very high concentration of iron.
What's wrong with oats?
Oats, there is no oat tree, unfortunately. Oats is very toxic.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, that's why we have the amaranth to replace the oatmeal, and that's why we have the teff to replace the oatmeal, and that's why we have the kamut to replace the oatmeal.
Come on. Maybe
Where can you get teff from? From the Ethiopian shop? It sounds like an Ethiopian food.
Yeah. Oh, my brother Danny, when that? Danny, you get the big prize. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that's exactly where it's from. It's Ethiopia. Yes.
Yeah, because there's lots of them in local here in London. Only by Ethiopian food shop.
Yes.
You can get it local.
Yes. So that's your replacement for the oatmeal. That's also your replacement too for the cornmeal porridge. You will have the same flavor, but you're winning. Instead of making cell erosion?
Hi, Chief Gary. My wife met me some blueberry teff pancakes. Blueberry and raspberry teff pancakes. Should I swap that? Normally, I use a spell, but should I swap it and use a teff instead? So it's still the same thing in a sense. Just ain't no difference. It just come a little bit thinner instead of the spell is a little bit thicker. That's the only difference I realize.
Absolutely, absolutely. So family, it is a very critical thing that we, like I said, I am taking out these traditions that was put in there by the slave master, because most of these foods that they gave us, that's their food to condition us, to keep us controlled. But okay, all right, because we make a paradise out of the slave master's food. Like they gave us what they call it shitlins. So we put style and we pimp out the shitlins. Macaroni and cheese. We style it up and but we always have a substitute. We're gonna roll into those areas. Okay, you like your macaroni and cheese, fine. Guess what? We have a substitute for that, where we're going to get the fullness, we're going to get the better flavor, and we're going to get the nutritional benefit. No problem. Okay, so the replacement for your porridges, you want to have about 3 to 4 different types of porridges. The porridge, again, is also a replacement for your oatmeal. So we just take care of the oatmeal and we take care of the porridge all at one time, with our teff grain, our kamut, and our amaranth seed. Just like that. Okay? So now the next one is the sausage link. Because I know some of us will love a sausage. And we're gonna keep heavy until the day we die with our sausage. So I bring you a substitute for the sausage link. You're going to get the flavor, you're going to get the fullness, but you're going to get the alkalinity and the nutritional benefit. Hi, Chief. Can you roll that tape, please?
Which is only one file I did see you said. Let me.
Oh, I sent you. Okay, you never got that one.
No, I never got.
My apologies. Let me dig that up for you right. No, I thought I sent it to you.
No, it was just one that came through. And I have some eminent, just as you talk about porridge. This weekend I look about a pot of eminent corn porridge. That's one of my, it's a corn porridge, but you soak it and get it soft and cook it with your coconut milk and your spices, and trust me. Oh, sweeten it with honey. My God. It's the die for.
Yes, let me dig this up. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna send it to you right now. I priest.
Yeah.
Is the share? Where is what? Where? Oh no! I did not mess this up. Yeah, because this one we got to get in. Yeah, so it's important, like I said, when we take out one thing and we put in something else to give it to you, to give you options, and knowing that every option that you get, it can be spread. You want to be able to expand that at least 3 to 5 ways. So that way you can you want to become second nature. Once you become second nature, that's a wrap.
While you're looking for the necessary, I just want to okay. Brother James and Brother Michael, you came in a bit late when we were in the middle of teaching. It's about health and wellness as far as how we treat our temples. So we have High Chief Ambassador Gary, who is the consultant when they come onto this class. Anything that you missed, give him a call, and he will, of course, walk you through what you need to do. Brother James, I send you a form to be completed, and I hope that you run it through. And tomorrow you could call me, and we will go through some of the pointers. But you need to get very familiar with that package so you can catch up with us.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah.
High Priest?
Yes.
Yes.
Check my office now. I'll check my desk. Yeah. I have it right here. I good minute. Roll out under like that. All right. Get it started.
So family, I just made some mashed potato banana today. It's so easy. All right.
What was that again? Mashed potato banana?
Yeah, because potatoes, right? Potato is very, very high starch. So we use a burro bananas.
Exactly. I figure I that today I gotta say you use.
Yeah.
But me never want to jump to the conclusion.
Yeah, man. And families, style up the banana, you know, chop up some onions, saute the onions in some coconut oil, and put chop up some shadow bean, and then just put the mashed bananas in there, and man, it's even cheaper than the potatoes.
Well, I want to tell you something. Well, I'm not really mash up on me, but
is the red potatoes alkaline? Red potatoes, are they alkaline?
No, those are you have real potato.
It come from the Jesuit priest.
Okay.
But you're gonna love the one because the banana too, the mashed bananas, is gonna be your mashed potato, but that's also gonna be your French fries too, as well as your hash browns. But those will go through down the line.
I go into the Mexican store, and the Mexican store is selling banana stock. You see that part, that leaf at the end, it is the most potent part. The banana from root comes straight up, is a body medicinal plant,
yes.
You know?
Yes.
They dig out, when you chop the banana, they dig out inside of it, cover it, and let the water spray from it and drink it. Good for diabetes.
Yes.
And then put it in the room. So.
All right, you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this one? I'm gonna really take you out there right now. Guess what? We're gonna get to this as part down the road with our classes. But you know, say the banana, right? When it's ripe, of course, one is an alkaline banana. You see, when it's really ripe,
yeah.
You see, that can be used. That's a substitute for meat. You scrape off the inside when it's very ripe. Scrape it off, and we're gonna cut it very thin, and then we're gonna cook it down with some onions and some scallion and all that, and then we'll cook it like how we cook meat. It has a flavor like what they call the dish called ropa viejo, or like string string beef.
The skin of it, or the banana.
The
skin.
Yes, can you imagine that? Banana skin beef. So that's gonna be one of your substitute for your cheesecake. But I promise you, when you taste it, you're gonna say, "No way! They're playing games with my mind. It can't be."
I want to say something. You see the skin of the banana? It has the real iron. So when you're cooking, do not peel your banana and throw the skin. Split your banana, like what you see with grandparents usually do, and then boil it. And you see you see that that broth that you drink, when you belch, trust me, it goes straight into your core. So our ancestors they were the real scientists. They were
Yep.
the real
Yeah.
scientists.
I
Yes.
use it make tea
Yes.
so I chief.
Huh?
Use the banana make tea also.
Yes.
Yo, the banana tree is next to the coconut tree. It is two trees where if you're stranded on the island, have them two trees there. You don't have to worry about nothing. It gives you
But
water, it gives you food, it gives you clothing.
yes. Yes. Tell me, white chief. Tell you, family, I'm gonna show you something. Hold on, stay there, stay right there.
Yeah. And imagine when our ancestors, our grandmothers were cooking. Remember, say, to get a cup of the pot water was something of a precious thing. You're gonna get a plate of food with a cup of hot water. Carry
My,
on.
my grandfather used to give me when I small when I go up on the farm with him. Him cook the
Hot
food and
water.
fire. And then
Hot
him give me the
water.
pot water for drink. I always dash to
Yes.
the pot water. I always ask them I go with pot water for
And the
drink.
best.
Go on,
Hot
drink.
water are the best.
Yo,
Because all of the nutriment there will boil out of the food and in the water there. But the same thing with my grandfather.
Yeah.
When food I put up
yo,
on the table, the hot water and the things that so me remember that.
Man.
So this is the burro banana, but it's important to know this banana is the alkaline banana. This is the one that was not grafted. There's another one, another finger one, the small one. It's also this one has the seeds.
yeah.
This banana, the alkaline one, why am I tell you, Rasgada, we have to keep the one you're quiet, you know. This one here cheaper than the Chiquita banana. By the way, Chiquita banana, it comes from here in Panama.
Yeah.
This one, the alkaline banana, this one is cheaper than the actual grafted banana. This one has a seed and it's fatter. So this is my mashed potato. This is my French fries. This is my hash browns. This is my banana porridge. This is my everything. It's like my other woman.
From the skin to the inside, the thing about that plant is marvelous.
So
I Chief Gillen. My wife have some new plantains come from Hawaii. Them called Hawaiian notes. Product of Ecuador. Them look just like the other one in my honor. Them look just like the burro, fatter than the burro, but short. Taste just like plantain.
Yes.
Have seeds in it. Taste just like plantain though.
Yeah.
Me, but this have seeds in it.
Yes.
Is this actually alkaline?
So family, I remember, you know, I came through the ranks. It was looked at to be so-called vegan or vegetarian was considered to be like taboo, you know, like those people are like, man, they're out their minds, them pants are drop off of them. You know, but now we are in an age now where we figured it out. We figured it out, and to a point to where you won't miss a beat. And I promise you, when you live this lifestyle, which is actually that's the way that we should live. I don't know what the food of our people were, to be exact. I know some of them, but what I can tell you though, our food was alkaline, and our food was cooked. When it was cooked, it's cooked with a science, and the science is in those seasonings. And this is why, you know, many people visit, you know, our part of the you know, of the Caribbean, because we have those sciences in the food in terms of the seasonings. So seasonings play a big role because it's the seasonings is actually a medicine. But what a beautiful way to create medicine, you know. So
yeah, remember.
So I priest.
Yeah.
Can you roll that tape? Real quick, we'll do our sausage link, and big up to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Ty is one of the few brothers who can give me a run for my money when it comes to cooking some of these alkaline dishes.
All right, here we go.
Hi, welcome to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Today I'm making alkaline sausage links, and the items I'm using are currently on Dr. Savior's Nutritional Guide, and they are garbanzo beans, mushrooms, plum tomatoes, clove, cayenne, sea salt, dill, sweet basil, oregano, sage, onion powder, chopped onions, and garbanzo bean flour. So what we're going to do now, we're going to prepare it. We're going to put all the ingredients in the food processor. So we're going to have 2 cups of chickpeas, 1 cup of mushrooms, 1 plum tomato, a half a teaspoon of ground clove, half a teaspoon of cayenne powder, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of dill, 1 teaspoon of sweet basil, or use regular basil, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of sage, ground sage, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and a half a cup of chopped onions. And we're going to blend it before we add a half a cup of garbanzo bean flour. So we're going to pulse it for about 10 seconds. Clear the sides off. We're going to add a half a cup of the garbanzo bean flour. That should be good enough. Just going to blend it in a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is put it inside of a sandwich bag. It's a little trick I have. Fill it in, halfway. Close it up. Then we're going to cut just a little small hole. Then we're going to cut the sausage links up. So add about 1 or 2 teaspoons of grapeseed oil. On a medium-high heat. Then we take the sandwich bag, or you use a piping bag that you use for ice in a cake. Pretty much just squeeze it out. Whatever size links you want. Then you're going to cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Now we're going to flip them over. You got to be very careful. So make sure you wait like 3 to 4 minutes before you flip them so they can stay together. They look just like little sausage links. What's nice about these, you can make them into patties also. You can actually cut them up and put them on top of the pizza, like a mushroom sausage pizza. So you have other options to use this for. And almost done in a couple minutes. Now you're done. Cook them on the other side for about 4 minutes. They're nice and crispy. And there they are, alkaline sausage links. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
All right. Look at
He's not
how
supposed to
simple.
ingredients in the chat because he did that too fast with the ingredients.
Oh, you can go back and watch the video.
Do you want me to play it again? Yeah, I'm gonna put the video link inside our classroom, brother.
Yeah. And again, family, when you make these things, you see right there, what you're looking at is not just sausage links. These recipes that you see, again, I want you now to stretch the mind. We're going to put 3 variations on it. Okay. One is, okay, we can put some avocado on the side or some guacamole on the side. That's one move. That's another variation. Another move is we can use some ketchup on the side too. Make your own ketchup or some hot sauce. Another move is you can also get some rye bread. We can put some avocado on that, and we can make that into a sandwich too.
Love avocado.
Or you can use guacamole. You can even put hummus on the side as well. That's another variation. So, like I said, this is a foundation. Your assignment again, we need to add 3 other variables to it. So as the weeks go on and the months go on, we'll have a library of breakfast foods, a library of midday snack, mid-morning snack. We'll have a library of lunches. We'll have a library of like a midday snack, and then we'll have a library of things to eat for dinner. So we're building a library here. But that one thing that you just saw, you're looking at 100 different things. But we're not going to jump to all 100. We're going to start with 3 variables. You're going to make 3 variables of those dishes. So again, those variables can be, okay, ketchup is a variable. Okay, some guacamole is a variable. Some hummus on the side is another variable, for example. So I want you guys to come back next week and share some of these variables. I know right off the top of my head just by looking at it, but it's not for me. This is for you. It's an us thing, not a me thing. So I want you guys to be able to master these things and to have that range and to have that library. And when you make those, like I said, you can make plenty of, make a lot. You can freeze the rest. And when you need, as you go, you can just take it out of the freezer, plop, warm it up. Big up to Ty's Conscious Kitchen. You see Ty's pot, and everybody noticed the type of frying pan that he was using?
Cast iron.
That's right. Because what? The stuff that you cook in cooks into your food. So he's putting iron back into the food.
What about the oil? Coconut oil?
You can use coconut, you can use grapeseed, you can use avocado, you can use sesame too, but if you use sesame, sesame is very, very dominant. So unless you want it to have a sesame flavored to it, then you can do it. But those are the types of oil you can use. But you don't want to use any vegetable oils, no soybean oils or any of those other types of oils. Use extra virgin, no olive oil either, because olive oil is better for to eat just raw, not cooked.
Also, olive oil becomes carcinogenic when you heat it.
Right, when you heat it up, yes. Put it on your salad or drink it or dip. So we're gonna go through the whole gamut. Like I said, we're gonna go into snacks and we're gonna go into desserts as well. And you're gonna find that, man, there are recipes of just 3 recipes and you could make an over-the-top dessert. So these are some of the things that we'll go into. But like I said, you see how simple those recipes are. But like I said, whenever you make these things, make them in large batches so you don't have to be making them every single time. High Priest? Hello?
Yes, sorry about that.
Go ahead. Yes, High Priest is going to make a presentation.
I want to say thank you so much for your class tonight. I noticed that everyone is running through, but remember, these are survival skills also. You have to have these recipes at hand. We are a cultural people where we cook culturally, and we said that our medicine is our food. Our food is our medicine. Some of us are too eager to go to the drug dealers to get a prescription. So the drug dealers wear white now, and they have offices on every street corner with testicle around their neck, looking all so professional. But those are the new
stethoscope.
Those are the new Noriega. They are out there. Remember, when you go to these offices, it's not about a cure, it's about a prescription. And each prescription that they sell, just like a man selling a dime bag, they get a cut out of it. They get a cut out.
The biggest drug dealers, them about the place are the pharmaceutical. Nobody don't bring as much drug in this place like them.
They treat the symptoms and not the root cause of anything.
Right. They're not there to cure us. That's why, if you notice, everything is reverting back to our roots, our cooking. We're chemists. We are chemistry who have chemistry in our bloodline.
Yes.
Your body tell you exactly what it wants, but because you're subsidizing for what is available, you don't give your body, But I just want to stress that. I am going to play a closing thing tonight about fraud, how the corporation has indoctrinated us to accept fraudulent activities from state. We have to be mindful that we're dealing with these culprits who are hell-bent on frauding our people. So without any further ado, this is about the housing thing.
There was a Minnesota court case involving a man. In 1969, there was a Minnesota court case involving a man named Jerome Daly, who was challenging the foreclosure of his home by the bank which provided the loan to purchase it. His argument was that the mortgage contract required both parties, being he and the bank, each of property for the exchange. In legal language, this is called consideration. Mr. Daly explained that the money was, in fact, not the property of the bank, for it was created out of nothing as soon as the loan agreement was signed. Remember what modern money mechanics stated about loans? What they do when they make loans is to accept promissory notes in exchange for credits. Reserves are unchanged by the loan transactions, but deposit credits constitute new additions to the total deposits of the banking system. In other words, the money doesn't come out of their existing assets. The bank is simply inventing it, putting up nothing of its own, except for a theoretical liability on paper. As the court case progressed, the bank's president, Mr. Morgan, took the stand, and in the judge's personal memorandum, he recalled that the plaintiff, bank's president, admitted that, in combination with the Federal Reserve Bank, did create the money and credit upon its books by bookkeeping entry. The money and credit first came into existence when they created it. Mr. Morgan admitted that no United States law or statute existed which gave him the right to do this. A lawful consideration must exist and be tendered to support the note. The jury found that there was no lawful consideration, and I agree. He also poetically added, only God can create something of value out of nothing. And upon this revelation, the court rejected the bank's claim for foreclosure, and Daly kept his home. The implications of this court decision are immense. For every time you borrow money from a bank, whether it is a mortgage loan or a credit card charge, the money given to you is not only counterfeit, it is an illegitimate form of consideration, and hence voids the contract to repay, for the bank never had the money as property to begin with. Unfortunately, such legal realizations are suppressed and ignored, and the game of perpetual wealth transfer and perpetual debt continues. In 1969,
Yeah, we wanted to just expose that fraud. You see what happened, the bank, and that's why I wanted to play that in the banking segment, but the spillover I have so much excerpts showing us that we've been supporting a fraudulent entity. Because what the man said, only God can create something out of nothing.
Yes.
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 And remember, that is why I stress that our estate that has been created by them through our authorization is actually ours. Your name is on it. And anything that you create, you own it. And when you step out of the jurisdiction of that birth paper and become native, you are the straight beneficiary for that estate. So all of the frauds that have been perpetrated among us, against us, is being revealed. We just have to stay focused and take control of our estate. I cannot emphasize. I hope tomorrow when we meet, because I need to get the after Davis them up and our dung number. So I hope that tomorrow we can step into that level, and I'm going to bring over the sheet when it comes on this week. So we're supposed to have everything because people are waiting on us to finish. Everybody finished them after Davis, right? We still haven't publicized these things yet. Remember, we're still in the red zone.
You're supposed to send a letter that we can print it on.
It's inside. I'm going to put it again inside our classroom, the letter heads, so you can utilize it, my brothers and sisters. All right. And as I said, Brother James is here with us, and we want to see him get everything what we have. So, Brother James, I will spend some extra time with you tomorrow so we can move up. I notice I don't see Nigel in the class tonight. I will give him a call because I have to check up on. Anytime we're not present, feel free to say, Wagwan, I Chief Gary, all right? Yeah, because sometimes we don't there, we hit the earth, we need that TLC from each other, that frequency and that
Rascalites.
Yes, my brother. That.
You need an English version of the affidavit.
An English version.
Yeah, to when I read pan it.
It's
Like a
not.
print out.
No, but this is not pertaining to any agency. This is an affidavit. There's several affidavits. I send one of age of maturity, and that is you declaring to the corporation in any jurisdiction you are that hey, I know why you're saying I'm exist. There's two more affidavits that I need to furnish with you. But because we're waiting, I'm talking to Sister Lana. I needed to get your trust up. So that is what she's walking you through. So we can have that trust up and going. Because they won't allow you in the American system without their social to establish a trust, which each trust must represent their jurisdiction. I wouldn't advise High Chief Gary in Panama to live in Panama and then have a trust over here. Because everything him own over Panama have to go be under the trust. Right? So when the Corporation of Panama try to take advantage of his right, he can show them, hold on, we're good. So Danny, I think that in its fullness can be dealt with. Tomorrow, as I said, we will spend some time before I come into class between you and Brother James to walk through some of the concerns that you may share. Happy? He can apply for a foreign EIN. That's Nana over there. He's on the YouTube because I think we may be full. I don't know if she's coming in, but that is a route. What I do tomorrow between Sister Lana and our secretary, we may can have a small gathering, Danny, and then you could get some more insight into it.
Yeah, all right then. All right. Look out for that.
Yeah. Any question before we annihilate this classroom tonight?
Question, please.
No. Go ahead, Abina.
Yeah, greetings.
Greetings.
I hear you mention the DUNS number. What is the
Yes.
significance of that, and what's the objective? What is the purpose of
The DUNS
obtaining
number, it's a complementary to the documents that we're putting in with our EIN and our DOT. Now, all of these things work simultaneously because when Officer Nibbles or any of the Crown agent go to check your file, remember we already started a trust. This trust must not be a tax trust. This trust is a living man or woman trust. It's not a dead entity as a corporation. Whatever comes off of the corporation, we are the beneficiary of it. But DUN number is like a social security for your business.
Wasn't Nana Chanel saying that you needed the DUN to go for grants? If you can't get any grants without getting it done.
Yes. Yeah, you're reading Nana Mind totally. Sister Angela, I hope that you're reading the comments. She is posting as we go. Because I know that was part of the reason of doing the whole process. Because when you apply for the grants through these companies, they will ask for certain specifics and you want to have them at hand and don't go away to come back to them. Agreed? So we are going to get Abina. You have a DUN numbers yet, or you're going to get it with us?
I guess I'm gonna have to get one. I'm just trying to understand the process of getting one. But okay.
All right. Everybody here has copyright their name already, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whosoever have not done that, we will take another night to really have that procedure dealt with, because we do want to see that we move in a line where everyone has what they need to get. So when we say go to grants, we can all apply, because I am looking at that. There's going to be challenges, but if we do the paperwork right, if they should deny us, we will be in the right, because we're gonna ask them, in what capacity have you denied us? All right. Yep.
Okay.
So go ahead.
No, I was just saying okay.
All right, good. So I'll make a note of it tomorrow for those who don't have their DUNS number and their copyright to their estate in place.
All right.
Yes, if there's nothing else, I will love to go and grab some grub. I'm really, 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 really hungry right now.
Yes, I priest. You can make some of those sausage links, and you can make some of that amaranth porridge.
I'll go and finish up the Eminican porridge now as we speak. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes. Family, one last thing I want to tell you guys about, as the high priest is talking about the thing with the trust. It has come to my recollection that you see all these athletes with these big $100 million, $200 million contract.
Yeah.
Says your own trust fund money.
Of course.
That's not funny at all.
I would ball, but that's why I have to laugh, because it's like that's the worst joke anybody
Yeah,
can.
you have to tell it in a
Money
joke,
come
yes.
from
You have to tell
your
it in
back
a joke.
pocket.
It's just scam after scam after scam. We're on rampage.
Yep.
Guys showing me
Yep.
now it's just scam all around.
No, but what they have done is they have educated us to accept the scam. So they will tell you that you're done, You don't know that 1-on-1 is 11. 1-on-1 is 11, but 1-on-1 is 2.
Nothing is what it seems. Not one
No.
thing.
We've been tricked. We've been duped, but it's a joy to wake up. It is a joy to wake up, because when you wake up, you can look at your offspring and have a smile on your face, because what they have tricked us with, we are going to make sure that they don't get that chance to trick the next generation. Even if the next generation doesn't understand what we're doing, we are going to leave the blueprint, because they are going to wake up much earlier than the time we wake up. We don't want them to wake up when they're 50 and 30 and 40. No, when from their 7-year-old, we start tell them, preach it in their brain. We christen them in a Nyankopong. They grew up in Nyankopong, so even when them go out in the road, and people are talk crap, they're gonna have Nyankopong to rely upon and say, hold on there, I know a different way. So that is the job.
Him so solid already right now. I have to calm him down sometime when him go for ask certain questions. I go for say certain things outside. I have to say, you're not ready yet, man. Just relax. Relax.
Maybe I can bring him back down to one serving at the CMOS for one day.
I ask myself questions sometime out of this world myself. How you come by that question? But then I have to realize that the ancestors are talk through them, The ancestors, man.
Yes. And I'm going to come off the stream. For those who are on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. And our prayers are with all the people, especially IT Jason. No hear from him today yet, but I'm going to call him in and come off so we can continue the struggle. And when we say we shall have, it means that we are victorious. We shall have.
We shall have. Matino Misha.
We shall be.
Wakatan, bra. Alakanta distas.
Yes. To the El